According to the 2024 Police Annual Crime Reports, 20,664 people sustained injuries in road crashes, with 17,013 suffering serious injuries, some of which resulted in amputations.
The growing impact of diabetes, which is a major cause of limb loss across the world and is going to hit Uganda very hard. So in future, a lot of your clients, a lot of your population that lose a limb will lose a limb as a result of diabetes. So even a lot of men in Uganda that lose a limb, it's predominantly violence, either an argument over land or a burglary. But for women, a lot of it is what people call intimate partner violence or domestic violence.
Phineas Kule, a resident of Buhandiro sub-county, lost both legs when he stepped on a landmine in 1998. He decries the high cost of and accessibility to modern technologies.
I
was handicapped for a long time until I received help to access an artificial limb.
The disability has prevented him from educating his children and fulfilling other responsibilities as a family head.
My children stopped going to school many years ago.
Amputees at Fort Portal Regional Referral Hospital, who had come to request for support to purchase artificial limbs, talked to NTV about the challenges they face.
I
fell ill and my leg was cut off at St. Mary's Hospital in Kasese. My daughter bought for me these crutches in Bwera at 170,000 shillings.
I
faced mobility challenges because I used to use sticks to help me walk until I got a chance where I got artificial limbs.
According to research conducted by Knowledge for Change, a charitable organization on universal health care for individuals with limb loss in Uganda, accessing quality physical rehabilitation services in government health centers costs between 400,000 shillings and 3 million shillings, which many Ugandans cannot afford.
Losing limbs as a result of diabetes.
Professor Lois Akers, the chairperson of Knowledge for Change, calls on the government to prioritize rehabilitation services.
100% donor dependency in the field of rehabilitation has meant that the government itself isn't funding anything. And as a result of that, supply chains in basic products have just not developed because there's no buyers in the country.
She decries the taxation policies on prosthetic and orthotic materials, which has added a burden to victims.
Anything that's to do with products for people with disabilities should be zero taxed. The problem is that some of the commodities are plastics, foams that could theoretically be used for another purpose, although I think it's fairly clear that they're not. And we really need all of that zero rating.
Abel Sevume Kauma, a principal orthopedic technologist attached to Fort Portal Regional Referral Hospital, expresses concern over the limited availability of rehabilitation services.
This is like a death penalty to them because they will not be able to participate in socio-economic activities. Our culture underlooks people with disabilities, and it becomes worse once you are not rehabilitated.
He notes that such services are only accessible at regional referral hospitals, yet several patients face financial challenges when it comes to traveling from the villages.
As rehabilitation professionals, we are advocating that these services should be lowered up to district hospitals such that people walk lower distances.
Rehabilitation services remain critically underfunded because the government does not prioritize rehabilitation units in healthcare facilities.
We last received the supply from government, that was in 2011, now almost 13 years ago. These services are taken to be non-funded priorities.
Infrastructure across all hospitals is not at standard, is a bit inadequate, but services are ongoing. We are working towards having a national assistive technology framework whereby we can ensure and orient these supplies through national medical source.
Dr. Robert Sechitoleko, the head of biomedical engineering at Makerere University, calls on the government to extend its commitment to free medical care by ensuring that assistive devices and rehabilitation technologies are also provided at no cost.
People who go to these government hospitals where they would need to be getting free services, they end up parting with some of the money to buy the materials so that they can get the appliances or technologies offered through the orthopedic workshops in government hospitals.
The Toro sub-region has about 68,704 persons living with disability.